Vanderbilt certainly steps up and provides for this community in so many ways.
I feel like they share the mission of the school and the mission of the town, that we care for people, we love people, and we'll make sure you're taken care of.
We are a larger business in a small community. We have an obligation to serve in a greater capacity than just to provide a service.
All right, so we made a trip on down to Drummond, Montana for the Austin Martell race. The Austin Martell Memorial race is what it's called.
Yep.
And you want to do a pan of this? We got quite a few rigs here racing. We got obviously Martells and Simmons and Osters and Masons and Smiley, Dad and Matt and all sorts of people here racing today. So we might go talk to a few of the racers before we get started, and then start recording the race.
We'll get the scoop for you.
Get the scoop for you.
You can edit this out, right?
Yeah. No, this is all part of the fun.
Yeah, why edit it? Just show us how we really are.
Day in the life, man.
Yeah,
Losers.
day in the life of a couple hillbillies from Montucky.
So we got David Oster, which we've seen before in films. He's running. You're running Hardens over there. Are you both?
Just my brother, just me.
Just you?
Yep.
Oh, back still sore, is it?
No, I feels pretty good. Chiropractor done me good.
In the Bozeman video, you've seen it acting like a 747 down there. But
had some hang time. Fractured a couple vertebrae, knocked the wind out of me. So we learned what not to do on shock tuning. Do little jumps, not great big jumps.
So don't land outside of the pit.
Well, that'd been fine, but we put too much pressure in it. We should have went up like, I don't know, maybe 10 pounds instead of 50 pounds. You got to learn somewhere. It's the only way you're going to figure life out is changes. Let's start with the basics here. It's a 2013 Scott Sweat Mega Truck. Came from North Carolina. Well, originally Florida, but it was built in North Carolina by Scott. And it's a 632, an FTI Power Glide in it, SCS drop box. Then it's got a 4x14 in the rear, and I think it's a Super Duty in the front, Ford Super Duty.
Oh yeah, the 60 high pinion.
Yes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know much about Ford stuff, but we bought this turnkey. It was that 2 years ago, so.
It's been holding up pretty good so far too. I think you broke a motor plate or something.
Yeah, motor plates, bent them.
Tires seem to pop off the wheel every now and again.
Yep. Of course, big shocks. Got big shocks all the way around. Big shock sway bars, bump stops.
Big shocks. Yeah, and
Super Duty accident, converted knuckles and everything.
Yeah, so it's got crane knuckles on.
Well, the inner C's are changed and everything.
Yep.
it's pretty quick. All right. Thanks, David.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming out and doing the videos. I always enjoy it.
so this is Shannon Martell. She's like the CEO, head boss of this race. This is the Austin Martell Memorial race. We're in beautiful Drummond, Montana. Got a pretty good, what do you call that?
A lineup of rigs.
Turnout. There you go.
Mud Bog
Pretty good
turnout,
turnout
yeah.
of rigs.
Hey, we're doing an interview.
So,
Unless you want to be in it.
so Shannon, well, you've got a class for everybody from bone stock all the way up to the top skippers, nitrous,
Yep,
supercharger.
X class. Yep. Yep.
And so they can fit anybody. You guys don't do any side-by-side or four-wheel classes?
Yes,
right
we
now?
do.
Oh, you
if
do?
they want to do a side-by-side or a motorbike in the mud, more power to you.
Okay.
You're going to get
So-
awfully muddy and dirty, but you can't. If you bring it, you can ride it.
You guys can literally bring anything you want and come and race it, as long as you got a helmet and a fire extinguisher, I suppose.
Yes, and there's a few other safety issues like harnesses,
Oh, yeah.
seatbelt, stuff like
Depending
that.
on how fast the rig is.
And all of our rules and regulations are on our Facebook page. So
That would be, what's your guys' Facebook page?
our Facebook page is Austin Martell Memorial Mud Bog and Tough Truck Race. I can't talk already.
And you can find rules.
Regulations, yep, that's the first thing you're going to see when our Facebook page pops up is our rules and regulations. You can always message us if you have questions, anything like that, because we're usually pretty good about getting back to you. So
And how many races a year do you guys do?
We do 2 races. We just had our one in May, so every 3rd weekend in May is our first one, and then Labor Day weekend is our second one. So the dates never change. We try to keep those the same so everybody knows when to come and have a good time.
You're going to be racing, aren't you?
Yeah.
I am going to be racing.
So
yes.
the pink Blazer that you guys saw in the opening scene down there,
That'll be
she's
me.
the driver.
Yes, that'll be me.
And it's pretty fast. I've seen her run before.
I am pretty excited. This is only my 2nd time racing this year because it's been in the shop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I raced a couple weekends ago in Helena. So yeah, this is only my 2nd time this year.
Yep.
So, yes. And I would like to say that the reason why we do this race is because we lost our son 10 years ago to suicide. And so this event is put on in memory of him, and all the funds that we raise for this race goes to American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and we do the Out of the Darkness walks, which is next weekend, and we write them a check. And yeah, so I just kind of like to put that out there that that's why we do this.
No, that's awesome.
To spread awareness, advocacy, and education on suicide prevention. So
that's very cool. I like that. So. All right. Well, thanks, Shannon. Let's race,
Thank you.
huh?
Yes. Yes.
We'll see you out of the pit.
Yes. Let's do this.
All right. Here's the backside. Here's the mud pit. Then we've seen a lot of these rigs other places. There's Kokomo's from Eureka. Seen this Bronco in the Helena and the Bozeman. Race. Same with these ones. Lots of 4 and 6 class. And here's the mud pit, and I believe that they do a tough truck. They got a tough truck course around here too. Smiley's rig. Martell's rig. Dad's rig. Dan's rig's down there at the end. So we got a little tough truck here. Helena engines, huh? Neat little rig. And Dan's, he's raced up in Eureka before. And there's the pits over there. Here's the end of the mud pit. So, ought to be a pretty good show. Bumped up into a X class to make a full X class. Nice good. So this is my dad, Steve, and the Willies. He will be the first one of their Sportsman B, I believe they call it.
have your uncle go to it and you will each there.
That was our first rig of comp mod. Things thrown at me. Looks like Smiley's gonna be the first one of a 4 and 6 class. How's the race going?
Oh, you know, it's going quick. Great pit, fast. Everybody, I think, has pretty much made it except for one guy, but
Yeah, and he would have made it if they would have kept letting him chew on it, but yeah, that mud's just an awesome pudding consistency. It's a little thinner than peanut butter that we've been seeing. Yeah. It's just an awesome consistency, and everybody's chewing their way through. It's still a struggle for a few, but
I'm a little bummed out we're not racing. That's how nice the pit is.
yeah, we didn't bring anything down to this one, so
We just brought our smiles, good looks, and cameras.
yeah.
Wow.
Folks at home, never ever put your arm out of the cab when you're trying to roll. Just take the roll over, hold on to the steering wheel, and you'll be okay.
Your arm, your elbow, you'll have another elbow.
You'll have two elbows.
All right, looks like Steve's opening up the pit for Sportsman A as well. This is Shannon Martell, the one we did the interview at the beginning with.
wheel drive.
Pretty good pulling too.
Seeing the rest.
thrust forward, so you know you can go backwards.
I think he lost the short shaft between the transmission transfer case.
3 fins out of the race. There's the short shaft missing.
Neutral transfer case so that it don't turn.
Come on, getting frisky.
Well, my dad was the last run of the day, so that'll finish her out. We'll get some results and stuff, and that'll be the mud bog.
Yeah, that's a mud bog. Great, awesome, quick, fast, the way I like it.
Good race, yeah.
That was fast. You have a little flashback at the end of the bit there.
That's the end of the Austin Martell Memorial race. Huge shout out to all these guys putting it on. They did a fabulous job. Pretty good pit, pretty quick pit.
Some of my fastest times yet.
Yeah, Smiley took third and twisted.
Up against unlimited class. Ran against a CJ with a 4.3 and a couple other Bilter rigs.
Could you go to the bus?
I talked to Scott Mason with the Green Ford Ranger. Sounds like they lost all forward gears of the transmission. Turns out they got a 900 horse 460 up against a stock C6. So, I mean, there's that.
It's time, it's time.
Yeah, it was its time. But I'd just like to give a huge shout out for what this club does and what they stand for. They donate all this money to the suicide prevention line, and it is just awesome as far as I'm concerned. So I highly recommend coming out and supporting, whether you come out and race, watch, get a good bite to eat. It don't matter. They got all sorts of gear. They had a tool truck here. They had lots of good competitors, and some of the smaller or some of the lower classes were pretty small. So I mean, you bring a stock rig here, you're gonna probably do pretty all right.
I think stock V8 had like 5 or 6 guys in it.
Yeah, and none of them were even true V8s.
And yeah, there was only 1 or 2 rigs that were an old square body or something. I mean, you got something sitting in the field. It don't, a little can of ether and some fresh gas, you never know.
Big thank you to all these guys. Big thank you to all you guys for watching. We'd like to thank Interbell for sponsoring us. And I want you to have a great rest of your day.